David Ornstein has given an exclusive update with regards to Arsenal's sporting director. According to Ornstein, they are set to appoint a sporting director in March. Bayern Munich have refused a contract proposal to Joshua Kimmich, and he is also on Arsenal's list of a potential midfielder who could come in the summer. And we're also going to talk about the war chest 200 to 250 million pounds spend that Arsenal could do in the summer, and how losing out on a Premier League title could impact them going into next summer. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We will be live 6:30 tonight for a stream talking about this in a bit more detail. Also with a poker Q&A stream around 7:30 where you can win some cash prizes. Make sure you go down, hit that subscribe button. We're steamrolling our way towards 50,000 subscribers, and we're about, I think, 30 away from 46,200. And make sure you drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. Now, Arsenal fans at the moment, friends that I speak to, guys that I know in the space, people on social media, everyone seems to be collectively right now down in the dumps. And for valid reasons. They're going to miss out on winning a league title. It looks like, well, it doesn't look like Liverpool are practically running away with it, with going to be something like 15 points clear potentially. And it always goes back to what could have been for Arsenal. The January transfer window. To this day, I still don't know why Arsenal did not go out and sign a couple of players. And maybe there's some light coming to that right now. David Ornstein has exclusively given an update with regards to the sporting director. This was yesterday, last night. Arsenal aim to appoint new sporting director in March. Jason Ato, Dan Ashworth, the former Manchester United and Newcastle director, Andre Berta, Roberto Albe, and Thiago Scuro, among with names that have been discussed or spoken to. Process ongoing as Arsenal whittled down options to interview before they, of course, make their final decision. Now, why is this such an important factor when it comes to transfers for Arsenal? Well, you cast your mind back to October, November time when Adu Gaspar handed in essentially a request to leave the football club. Now, there's plenty of rumours that have come out regarding that. Was it because of Mikel Arteta's has too much control, too much power when it comes to transfers, when it comes to his role at the club? Is he a head coach or is he a manager? And that sparked huge debate across social media and, of course, within the Arsenal fan base. Now, for me personally, this is just my opinion. Football clubs work best when the actual manager is a head coach. For instance, at Manchester City, Pep Guardiola he might have a say on transfers, but he doesn't have the final say. He is the head coach, not the manager. The days where you had Alex Ferguson, Jose Mourinho, Arsene Wenger managing the entire football club from top to bottom, those days are gone now. You've got director of footballs. You've got a hierarchy of personnel that make these footballing decisions. And the coach's job as head coach is to coach the team, get the most out of his resources, understand a play style, and be the spokesperson between the director of football and the players. Now, David Ornstein has revealed a lot of names there. Now, Luis Campos at PSG, who helped build that magnificent Monaco team with Bernardo Silva, Thomas Lemar, Bakayoko, Kylian Mbappe, Fabinho. He is not going to be in the names of, potential Arsenal new director of football. Now, that may be one of the reasons why, he didn't come in and, they didn't go out there and buy some players. Now, they are heavily linked to Benjamin Sesko, to Nico Williams, to Alexander Isak, to Brian Mbeumo. Whoever the new director of football is going to be, they have to go out there and get it done early. Now, John Cross in the Mirror said Mikel Arteta is determined to oversee a major shake-up with a big-name striker and a winger on the list. Arteta is a huge admirer of Alexander Isak, but Benjamin Sesko, who may be allowed to go for 55 million, is more realistic. Also, Arsenal also want to spend big on another forward options and want a left winger with Nico Williams top of the list, but also admirers of Antoine Semenyo. Now, Semenyo is a good player, Premier League proven. I think probably, I think that, you know, Nico Williams is possibly a better option. Now, Florian Plettenberg has given an exclusive update with regards to Joshua Kimmich. Arsenal hold concrete interest in Joshua Kimmich and have held talks with the player in recent days. Kimmich is hesitant to renew his contract with Bayern Munich due to 2 offers from other clubs on the table, one of which is from the Premier League. Now, Joshua Kimmich is an Arteta-type player. He is versatile, can play in the right back, can play in the defensive-minded position. You've also got to think Jorginho and Thomas Partey may both be leaving the football club. If they bring in Zubimendi and Joshua Kimmich, that is 2 very, very, very good replacements. I think Arsenal, this is their last chance, really, for me. If they're going to go out there and, spend big, they have to win. I said this earlier. They have to win something this season. They haven't, of course. You look at things haven't really gone their way. Kai Havertz's injury, Gabriel Jesus' injury. They're not in the best place in terms of the health of the squad. They've only really got Wanyeri, Trossard, and Sterling as their front 3. They're currently 13 points off of top of the Premier League. I don't think they've got enough strength in their squad right now to go on and win the Champions League. They've got really tough games coming up with Manchester United away, PSV, Chelsea, Everton away. You look at the fixtures they've got coming up, it's not going to get any easier before it gets better for Arsenal. Now, the huge question in debate is, should Arsenal sack Arteta? That is the $1 million question. I think if Arsenal can get a manager in, it's a big if, that has the CV of winning league titles, like a Simeone or an Inzaghi, then there is a very strong argument there that they may have to look at moving the manager on. At the same time, they've built their defense, they've built their midfield, they need a striker and probably a winger, and they are there to win a league title. This should have been their year, and I don't think anyone should be letting Arsenal off off scot-free here. They didn't do enough in the transfer window. They haven't shown enough want, character, and desire to win a league title. If it is the case that they want to go out there and, win a league title, they have to go and spend another 200 to 250 million pounds. Now, that is absolutely insane. That sounds ridiculous. It sounds stupid. People are going to be like, it's not good enough. I understand the argument. But the managers that I think should replace Arteta, Xabi Alonso is heavily wanted by Real Madrid. Inzaghi, is he going to leave Inter Milan for Arsenal? Diego Simeone, same argument. Would he leave his beloved Atletico Madrid for Arsenal? There will be Standard FC saying he's not good enough, etc., etc. Jurgen Klopp is renowned as one of the best managers in Liverpool's history and only won 1 league title. That's not to say that Arsenal haven't. They should have won a couple of domestic cups by now. They've only won 1 FA Cup. It's not good enough. Arsenal fans have got every right to be frustrated, to be annoyed, to want more. If they bring in a number 9, I honestly believe they will go out there and win the league title. But at the same time, Liverpool will strengthen. Man City are doing their rebuild now. Chelsea will strengthen in the summer. Tottenham and Man United won't be this bad as they are next season. Surely they can't be as bad. There has to be a balance in terms of you can criticize, but you also have to be honest and realistic. Liverpool are heavily linked with Alexander Isak. Why would at this moment in time Isak choose Arsenal over Liverpool? There's a lot of, the director of football has to be employed way before going into the summer window. They have to identify what they need before going into that summer window. Thomas Rosicky is another name. I am honoured by the fact that I've even been considered by Arsenal's management, but I can say that I don't have any offer to go to Arsenal. I'm aware that I'm on their radar or I figure in their consideration some capacity, but I haven't received an offer. It's really quite simple. My connection with Arsenal is natural because I spent 10 years there. And when you spend 10 years somewhere, you have a form of and a strong bond. So I have that strong bond with Arsenal and with Sparta Prague. Those are the two clubs that I love footballing wise. So he probably won't be the sporting director. It could be any of the names that David Ornstein has exclusively revealed. But they have to go out there and bring someone in who knows what the club want and need. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am out.